become readily apparent that where I thought I'd be able to get by without a parts washer, I think I'm gonna have to go out and find a parts washer. Keep your eyes open in the next couple videos, see if I can scrounge one up off Craigslist here in the neighborhood, a little cheaper than going out and buying a brand new one. I don't know if I can justify that to the boss.
Sure, babe. Whatever.
Hey everybody, went out and sourced a parts washer, actually two. Bought one that I thought was gonna work, but the pump was broken. Went to buy a second one and the guy had an extra pump, so I just paid him for the pump. And so I ended up with this guy here. Astro Pneumatics is the majority of the body. Here's the pump, the switch right there runs down a piece of conduit to the pump. You know, I mean, it's a parts cleaner. It feeds out that brush. I got a tray. I'm happy. It works. I got some Simple Green in here. I'm trying to clean up the old manifold so that I can move it later on and just give everything a test run. But super happy for a simple used tool. I told myself I wasn't going to bore you guys making me watch the intake bolts through the tap in order to clean them up. But I just picked something up I was thinking about after I watched another guy's video, Mart. Here you go. Got the 3/8 adapter on the end of the drill so that I can, instead of run my ratchet like I showed you the other time, bing, bang, boom. Pretty straightforward. That way you don't have to sit here and ratchet everything 8,000 times. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's some gasket still on here. Instead of going at it 90 degrees to the line you're going at, something I learned in a sign shop is if you go at it at an angle, you can't get the, and use sort of a slicing motion instead of sort of perpendicular to your surface. Instead of going perpendicular, go at an angle, and that will help this turn into a slicing surface, and you can get to stuff a little better that you can't normally get to if you're trying to go at it 90 degrees. I don't know if I explained that well, but it's not perfect, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. A little before, try and give you an after here in a little bit. Force me, it still looks dirty, but I think it probably looks better than it did, right? Still some stuff on the gasket surface that I need to get rid of, but overall, definitely improvement. Even after I'd run the bolts through the tap, I wasn't satisfied with how clean they were, so I chucked a wire wheel up in the drill press and gave them a good scrubbing. You can tell here they definitely came out a lot better. Also, check out the cardboard box I placed around the drill press to try and contain the mess. It definitely helped with the cleanup process. So we're going to try something here. Doesn't have any filter on it. I'm running simple green diluted with water, and I've washed some stuff already and it's pretty grimy. I'm going to try an idea here. Let me see if this works. So here's the bottom of my pump, the intake. I am going to try to wrap this as much as I can with a microfiber towel and see if that will work as a filter. I've just got it fastened on here with one of my bias hair bands, but let's see if that will filter things without restricting the intake too much. As you can tell, it's kind of a wonky setup, but we're going to try and make it work. Everything's still pretty nasty. That's okay. It's better than nothing, right? Theoretically. The nastiest thing I want to get cleaned right now is this stupid transmission with the starter still stuck on it. How do I get that out of there? Are you serious? One. Two. Oh, the third one is this long ass bolt back here. I'm gonna bet that it's a 1/2 inch, and it's not. 7/16, and it is. And it's on there super solid. There we go. So, for those of you who don't know, the starter's connected to the transmission adapter with 3 bolts. 2 little short ones, here and here, and this long one that goes all the way up through the body of the starter and connects. For those of you who aren't familiar, the starter is attached with 2 little bolts and 2 long bolts. The starter is possibly the most dense, heaviest known object to man. This thing's heavy. It's like half the weight of a car. Whew. Anyway, there's 2 long bolts. So it definitely was filtering some shit out of there. I guess I just squeezed it all back into there like a dumbass. Thus concludes our latest episode of Adventures in Parts Cleaning. Make sure you tune in for the next video where we check out the bottom end.